Stop letting your losses have so much effect on you. Stop letting them have so much draw on you. So what? You lost a little $200. So what? You lost a little $2,000. There's people out here losing 20,000, 200,000. I remember a long time ago watching the video. You know, could be cap or not, I don't know. But Sean Lee, I think that was his name. He was talking about how, you know, he lost $2 million in the market, and he was like, okay, well, it is what it is. On to the next. Like, stop letting that have so much effect on you, on your mood, on how you do things. It should not be a, oh well, that's it. That's why I say, y'all, first of all, you got to manage that risk so you don't have moments like that. But then you take it a step further, and it's like, don't have you to a point where it's like you completely stop. Like, it throws you off forever. I think that is crazy. I think that's insane, because like I said, you got people out here literally losing $200,000, and you mad that you lost 250. Now, yeah, that 250 is significant to you, just like that $200,000 is significant to somebody. But it is how you navigate with that. It's how you move with that. Because yes, it will happen. Yes, you know, I believe that God gives us chances now to take the losses and, you know, deal with them and figure out what emotions come and how to really move with it. So whenever the money really is pouring in, whenever the capital really is capitaling, and you take a $10,000 loss, it don't hit the same. Like, it hurts you worse losing that 250 than it did losing that $10,000, because at the point where you lost the $10,000, you've had the knowledge, you've had the experience, you've had the money taken out, you've been able to withdraw, you've made tons of money, and now it's like, when you lose that 250, you hold it a lot closer to your heart, because it's like, dang, like, I still don't even know if I know what I'm doing. Like, that 250 was a good little chunk to me, especially if you have a small account. So it's like, I get it, but I'm just telling you, don't let it put you in such a dark hole, in such a dark place where you don't want to do it anymore. You don't want to look at it. You don't want to learn anything. You don't want to hear about it. You don't want to watch any videos about it. Like, don't let it take you there. If this is something that you want to make your career, your lifestyle, your everything, then yeah, like I said, it's gonna come with some blows. But why would you stop? Why would you just throw in the towel at it? Like, you've already lost the money. The money is already lost. You might as well, you know what I'm saying? So that thought just ran across my head today. Because yeah, I was watching a video, and this girl was talking about how trade bands. She was talking about how she lost what was it, $12,000 in a day or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember, but I think it was like $12,000, and she was like, she just wanted to take a break because she was consistently making $15,000 for the month, and in 2 days she lost $12,000. So yeah, it hit harder for her. But that's what I'm saying. She talked about how, you know, the guy that made her get back in it, he was somebody that, you know, lost this amount of money, lost that amount of money, kept going, kept picking it up, you know, lost his mama's money, lost his wife's money. Like, it was, but he's up now, and he's up like crazy. So it's like, it's people out there that is really losing freaking college tuitions, 401ks, like all that kind of stuff. Like, people are really out here losing that, and they just keep going, because they know at the end of the day, if you can lose $200,000, you can make $200,000. It is the saying where, you know, you can't, whenever you up the risk, whenever you up your lot size, whenever you up your contract, you know, you have to mentally prepare yourself for, okay, yeah, I am okay with losing $10,000. You can make $50,000, but you lost $10,000. You know, it's a part of the game. The numbers go up in each direction. It's not just the number goes up on one side. No, it's a pair. They go together. So why would you? No. So yeah, like I said, you know, do what you need to do. You know, I'm never here to stop anybody and tell everybody, oh, you need to take a break, you need to take a break, you know, because sometimes only you do know at the end of the day when you know you need to take a break, you need a minute because you have been doing too much. So like I said, you have to be very smart with it. You have to, you know what you're doing. You have to manage your risk like you're supposed to, but at the same time, you do mental checks with yourself. Make sure you checking in, making sure that you good, making sure that what's not okay is that you spending all the bill money, spending all the rent money, spending the kids' school money. Like, that kind of stuff isn't okay, because then it'll just put you in a negative mindset on some, dang, like, not only am I not making money trading, I just risked the rent money, I just risked the mortgage money, I just risked the car payment. Like, that money I just used, I was supposed to get groceries with that money. Like, that's not good. And like I said, this is a sport where you are going to lose, and how much you lose is really all dependent on you. But you can't let it put you in a dark place. You can't let it overconsume you to where you spending money like crazy. Like, there does have to be some kind of balance. So that's why I say, for that kind of stuff, yes, absolutely, take a break when needed. But the whole, I'm just taking a break because I just took a loss, and I just, I don't believe in that so much. It's like, I've heard Trade Band say it. I've heard Tory Trade say it. Who else have I heard say it? I heard Jay Cash say it one time. Like, you can take a break, but don't let the break be so crazy. ICT has even said it a couple times. Like, I think ICT is against the breaks. Like, but it's just different people with different perspectives. Take a break, don't take a break. It's your journey. At the end of the day, I'm just saying, you can't come in this game and be on some, dang, I took a loss, dang, I done lost this money. Like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna take a break, and then try to come back 6 months, a year later, like 2 years later. Like, it's possible you can do it, but you've been out of the loop for so long. It's like, now you have to relearn everything. Now you have to rehash everything. Now you have to take that time, like that whole chunk of time that you was out, that you was trying to, recover, or whatever it was that you needed to do. You've missed move. You've missed how the market is changing. Like, I feel like whenever you take an extended break, you low-key do get out of the flow of the market. And like I said, sometimes you have to, but it's whenever it becomes so extended where it's like you don't even think about trading. Like, you don't want to hear none of the stuff. So I'm just saying, like I said, this video was the point of, even if you are taking an L, even if you are losing money, say you made $1,000 this month, and come Wednesday you lose $500 of it. Like, that stings, that hurts. But however, like I said, if you can lose 500, you can make 500. If you can lose 1,000, you can make 1,000. Like, whatever the amount that you can lose, you can also make. Like, it is just a flip of the switch. And yeah, it's not always 100% easy, just like I said, like, you just flip it. Like, yeah, no, it's not necessarily that, but in the grand scheme of things, it actually is very simple. We just make it hard, make it complicated, and it doesn't have to be. So take a break if you need to. Don't let it be too long. But like I said, my main thing is on some, don't just take a break just because you losing money. Then you might as well go ahead and see. You might as well go ahead and stop trading. Like, you take that break because you losing money, just go ahead and be done. Pack it up, like, because that's what's gonna happen. Even George Soros, even the top traders of the world, even banks, like hedge funds, they make mistakes. They lose trades too. And you gotta know that their losses is a whole heck of a lot more. Okay? I'm talking about hundreds of millions, tens of millions, hundreds of thousands. Like, they lose some bread. So, they just pick it right back up and gotta keep going. They don't stop trading. They continuously trade all the time. But yeah, I'm just saying, I just wanted to shed a little light on that, because like I said, watching that video about what Trade Bands was talking about today, as soon as she said it, it honestly made me think about that time where I lost $2,500, and it broke my heart. I think the most I have lost in one day was probably like almost maybe 3,500, and that sucks, because it's like you said, like, then you feeding that beast because you constantly chasing it. But that was nothing. Like, as soon as I took that loss, like, I thought about that quote Deshaun Lee said, like, You mad that you lost $20,000 today, baby? I lost $2 million, but I'm still gonna show up tomorrow. Like, okay, what's next? Not only did he say that, but a week later he made $5 million. So it's like, it was like, that's what I'm saying. You can lose $2 million, you can make $2 million. It's risk reward, risk management, using your common sense, not being too greedy, doing what you need to do. Like, it's not that, I tell y'all, like, and this is really on some type time. I'm talking to myself right now because Tab, you be making it OD hard sometimes because it's right there in front of your face. And it's like, because sometimes you feel like you have a small window to do significant things, you try to force feed it, and it doesn't need to be force fed. Like, you just keep taking your time like you're taking your time, and things will just blossom how they've been blossoming. It's not rocket science. I know sometimes you want it all right away, but right away is not always good. Fast money don't last long, okay? Or if it do, it's like fast money, you want to, like I said, you want to just keep feeding the beast, and that can come with a multitude of things that will, not necessarily be good for you, or just not turn out how you really want them to. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Troop, shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for kicking it with the kid, doing all the YouTube stuff. Thank y'all for showing me the love that y'all show me. I know I've been real spotty, but life is always life, and like I say, I'm not pushing myself over the brink of extinction for nothing, for nobody. But I'm fulfilling the things that I want to do, fulfilling my purpose, because it do really be on something. I really just want to cut this camera on when I really have something important to y'all to say. But it's like, don't get me wrong, I actually be having stuff important to say to y'all every single day, but it just don't be there. And I know that's something that I have to work on, but I'm not killing myself in that category, is all I can say. But I will definitely continue to show up for myself, show up for y'all, and do the things that I need to do. So, to carry on with this beautiful life that I have and the dreams that I foresee coming. So, like I said, that's really all I got, man. Y'all be blessed. More blessings, less stressing. All Licks 26. It's your girl TP Tab. I'm out. It's a dang on cop behind me. I'm trying to figure out what he got going on.